Hey there, beautiful souls. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back and thank you for your support. If you are new here, this is Universal Wisdom Tarot. Hello and a big welcome. Well, the year is speeding by, and so I thought it would be a great time to take a look at the last quarter of 2025. So this is a general intuitive reading to see what's coming your way for October, November, and December. But before we get into it, I am just going to ask you to take a quick second and click the subscribe button if you haven't already. While you're at it, click the like button. Both are free for you, and it's a great way to show your support of the channel. It also lets you know when I drop my next video, and it lets me and YouTube know you're interested in more videos like these. Now, for the most part, astrologically speaking, the last 3 months will be shaped by a couple of significant astrological events. For starters, due to their retrograde motion, a total of 3 planets, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus, will be in the process of returning to the signs they occupied at the beginning of the year. Saturn's retrograde in Pisces will last through October and November, and this will prompt a reevaluation of relationships and highlight areas that need attention and improvement. The Uranus retrograde in Taurus will focus on community and humanitarian efforts, potentially leading to a greater awareness of social issues and a desire to contribute to positive change. While the Neptune retrograde, which lasts almost to mid-December, encourages introspection and a review of personal dreams and goals, prompting alignment with one's true vision. Of course, we will have one more Mercury retrograde to contend with in the month of November. With this one, emotions will run deep and tempers will be high, causing us to express ourselves passionately. The winter solstice in the Northern Hemisphere ushers in Capricorn season on December 21st. But the big news is the Grand Trine. This harmonious configuration involves Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune all in water signs. With Jupiter in Cancer and Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, this alignment will create a harmonious trine offering a welcome respite from the fiery energies experienced thus far. Jupiter's optimistic expansion will be joined with Neptune's magic, anchored by Saturn's stability and common sense, allowing dreams to potentially manifest into reality. The Grand Water Trine will offer a sense of hope, optimism, and the potential for abundance. All right, my friends, coming up next, your tarot guidance. So I'll see you on the flip side. All right, my lovely Sagittarius friends, this is your reading, your look ahead for the last 3 months of 2025, the last quarter as we move into it. This is going to be a little bit different than I normally do my monthly readings. I have 3 tarot decks here, 1, 2, and 3, and I'm going to use each deck for 1 month. So this will be October, these cards will be November, and these cards will be December. So we're going to look at those 3 months for you. I have pre-shuffled all of the cards, and I've asked for guidance from the Angel Spirits Guides. So I just thought I will pull all the cards, and then we can just quickly dive into the messages and the details at one time. All right, so let's see what you got. All right, Sagittarius, All right, Sagittarius. Let's see. Do that again. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what you have here. You have, I put 3 cards up here in the upper left for October, 3 here on the right for November, 3 down here on the bottom for December. I hope you can see that. I have some limited space here on my table, so in the camera frame there. All right, let's check out your October. You have serenity, you have perspective, and you have awakening. First and foremost, I need to let you know that those are 3 cards of the major arcana. Major arcana, and if you notice, you have 2 down here, you have 1 here. So you have a lot of major arcana in these last 3 months. Major arcana cards teach us lessons in life. They're the cards that tell us the big lessons in life. They're not the cards of the day-to-day detail, but rather the cards of saying, pay attention to this message because you need to learn some lessons here. And if you're not learning some lessons, there's definitely something to be gained in your life that you can carry forward in this lifetime into potentially in the next lifetime, hopefully. But certainly there are 3 cards here of some major lessons. Now, I think it's very interesting because in this deck that I'm using, these 3 cards are named something completely different than what the cards are, okay? So serenity in other decks is the card of the Hermit. Perspective is the card of the Hanged Man. And awakening is the card of Judgment, okay? So you have here Hermit, Hangman, and Judgment. The messages that I'm getting for you, Sagittarius, in the month of October is this is really a period of introspection for you. It is the time when the Hermit would go inward. You have the Hermit again here too, interestingly enough, okay? And you have the 7 of Wands twice here, or sorry, you have 2 sevens here. So there's some interesting patterns that's going on right here. You have 2 Hermits, you have 2 sevens, and then it's and you have 3 major arcana at the top there. So basically, you know, this is your time to really be looking at things and assessing for yourself what it is that you want. The Hermit is the card of looking inward. The Hermit is the card of saying, I maybe need to take some careful thought here. I maybe need to contemplate something. I maybe need to withdraw a little bit from the world in order to find some inner wisdom. I need to seek out some wisdom here. And you have the card of perspective, right? And this is what the Hangman does as well. The Hangman says, let me stop and let me look at things from a completely different perspective. So with this inner looking and this perspective, only then will you be able to have your grand awakening, right? The grand awakening being the card of Judgment, saying your rebirth will come from this new perspective. It will come from this new looking inward and saying how, you know, what is it that I truly want? What is it that I should be looking toward for maybe 2026. Maybe it's as simple as you're planning for 2026. But I feel like you're looking for your reawakening. You're looking for, or your awakening, if it's not a reawakening, that you're looking to bring something back to life again, all right? You're answering the call after you come out of this introspection. After the Hangman, the pause is over, you will be able to answer the call, and it's a moment of choice, right? It's a moment to make a choice and to say, yep, that's the direction I'm going in. That's what I want. This is my enlightenment, right? But you've only done that from looking at things from a very different perspective. And when we're in the hangman state, right, which is this state of being sort of on pause and taking a step back, sometimes we realize that we have realizations that we may need to let go of something that's not good for us, or it's thinking about what is holding us back, right? That's hangman, is we're being held back by something. We sometimes feel stuck. All right, so for you, this is a period of introspection, and I feel it's towards your personal growth, with a focus on some kind of spirituality with that serenity, finding some kind of peace of mind, maybe looking at how you might improve yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, whatever it might be. But I do find this is a good time for you to analyze all of that, and then potentially move forward in something here. But I feel like you're definitely looking at now as you move into November. You have this 7 of coins, you have this Empress and this Ace of coins. So that's, I feel like whatever you did in October, you're now going to reap it in November, which is really, really great, because I feel like you're looking to say, how can I improve something here, and how can I thrive and grow? This is the card, the Empress is the card of development and growth. You have some new potential opportunities right here in November. So I feel like there's some potential for advancement, right? Some potential of some new, new potential career advancement, some new romantic something. But I feel like there's some opportunity for some financial, maybe stability, maybe a new opportunity for higher raise, maybe a raise, more money, higher salary if you're employed. But I feel like it's rooted in this 7 of Pentacles, which says, how do I make things better? Okay, it says here in Italian, sette bello, right, which is the 7 beautiful, right? So the beautiful 7, right? So that this is your opportunity to make something beautiful with your hard work. Okay, this is your opportunity to really strengthen something here, and to make something grow really beautifully. A growth is implied in the Empress card. Growth, expansion, development. So November here is likely that something is going to thrive for you. Is this your career advancement? Possible. I feel like something that is within your reach. I feel like it's a time to look at making some changes for you that will make you feel more personally fulfilled, and potentially getting some new resources in the material world. Let's look at your December now. You have the 7 of Wands, the Hermit, and the Star card. Now, before I said you had 2 7s, right? So this is, this is the number in numerology of your desires. It's the number of your dreams. Okay, so all this again, this introspection, this taking a step back in October that you did, is now going to fulfill you by saying, I know what my dreams are, I know what my desires are, I know what I want to be able to align it, right? I've reflected on it, and now I can reap that reward in the 7 of Wands, that you are ready to finish out the year on a high note. That's what he is. He's on the higher ground. This character right here is on the higher ground, ready to take it on, ready to take on anybody. So I feel you're finishing out 2025 on very strongly, a nice strong finish to the year with some kind of success there, what in, you know, pretty much any area of your life. And it's probably even a really great time to you know, to say, okay, what do I want now for 2026? You're doing some more hermit here. I feel you're really doing it more here in October, and now in December. It's just saying, okay, let me be cautious a little and make sure that I'm still on track. But you are definitely aligned, and the stars are aligned for you, okay? There's a lot of hope and optimism coming out of the month of December here as you are looking toward what you want. You're going to stand your ground and say, what I want for 2026, I'm going to have. All right, Sagittarius. I'm going to leave your reading there. I think it's a nice 3 months coming up for you. And I'll see you again very shortly. Until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.